Hi. I'd just like to show you a few ways that you can develop your sunsalute practice or any vinyasa, any moving practice, to make it a moving meditation and make it something that will feel a lot deeper and help you to clear your head, actually help the quality of your thoughts. The way this works is that on the basis that our body is our mind, so we know that our body and mind are connected, but the body is the mind. So the way that we move is actually the way that we think. And in reverse, the way that you're thinking, the quality of your thoughts really affects the way that you move. So if you're coming to your mat and you're feeling agitated and stressed, you'll often move in quite a quick, harsh, vigorous manner that actually gives you this feeling of it feels like you're in a hurry. Whereas if you slow your movements down, so especially if you're feeling in a hurry, if you just begin by really slowing your movements down, what that will result in at the end of your practice, your mind will feel calmer, your whole day opens up. So we're really affecting our minds through the way that we move. So just simple stuff like, just simple movements like bringing your arms up. As you move your arms up, feel like there's almost a weight against them, like you're moving underwater. So that there's a slowness, there's a nice smooth quality to the movement. And then exhale, as you dive down, just bend the knees and fold down with bent knees. So there's real ease in the hips and the back, folding down over your legs. And then come to your halfway lift, and again, travel on the breath, so nice and slow. So it's almost like someone's pressed slow motion, and each movement is really slow. And exhale, fold down. When you come up, bend your knees deeply and push the ground, and that'll give you a spring. So knees well bent to come up helps to give you a spring. Bring the hands slowly. And as you bring your hands to your heart, have this real sense of meeting yourself, bringing your awareness to your heart, back to yourself. We'll do that again and start to add a lunge in. So inhale, nice and slow, really slow it down and feel the way the slow movement is really forcing you to have to go slower mentally, to really notice your thoughts, notice yourself. Coming halfway up, inhale, reach the chest forward. And when you step back, what I want you to do is step in slow motion and silently. See if you can step back silently. And then lower the knee. Inhale, reach forward, nice and long. And then step forward silently. See if you can push and spring and come slowly forward and step forward quietly there. Inhale, halfway lift. Try that with the other leg, and we'll just do that a few times. So just even that beginning of stepping back, step back slowly and try and bring the foot down with no noise. And release the knee. Inhale, draw the chest up. And exhale, spring off the back leg and leave it time, give it time to come through the air like you're underwater. Bring the foot down, come halfway up, inhale. And exhale, draw in, coming all the way up. Inhale. And moving slowly is actually really good for our core strength and for the tone of the muscles. It's actually harder to move slowly. It requires a lot more strength. So you'll find it is a slightly more challenging practice. Inhale initially, because we're used to moving quickly. Slow yourself down and you'll really start to notice the difference. It becomes quite addictive. It's really hard to speed up after you've done this for a while. Inhale. Stepping back again, step one foot as slowly and quietly as you can through the exhale. Lower the knee down. This time raise the arms, so release the back toes. Raise the arms and really feel that slow movement. When you need to exhale, drop the arms down like they're underwater, really slowly placing the hands quietly. Lift the back knee, step forward, and slowly place the foot down. Halfway lift. Exhaling, drawing in. Halfway lift. Stepping the other foot back, and again practice lifting quietly, slowly back,
quietly down to the ground, back knee releasing, toes releasing, raise the arms on the inhale, nice and slowly. And on the exhale, releasing your hands down quietly to the mat. On the inhale, lift the back knee and step forward again, push off the back foot. Take time, bring your foot through slowly back to the other foot. Halfway lift, inhale. Hugging the legs, exhale. Push the ground, inhale, reach up. And exhale. Take a moment to feel the quality of your body, the quality, the energy, and the feeling in your head as well. So it's not easy, and there's often quite a lot of resistance to practicing in this way because we're so used to speeding up. So if you feel like it's a bit agitating, it's a bit of a struggle at first to try and slow down to that amount. That's really normal. But give it time and you'll find that that agitation is actually your thoughts. The agitation is just your thoughts going, hurry, 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 I'm just used to going quickly and we need to think about something else. And by slowing your movements down, you're actually reclaiming yourself, your energy, and you're really containing your thoughts and actually bringing everything back to a much more stable, quiet state. So it's a moving meditation, which is there's always resistance and challenge with it, but it's how we learn to meditate, really. So another part you can work with is when you're coming down to the ground. So in the sun salute, if you come onto all fours, what we want to try and do is make it a really enjoyable practice, so a practice that we just look forward to coming to. You kind of really want to get back into that flow, rather than it feeling like something that's really demanding and uncomfortable and painful, and that's the sort of thing that just puts you off. So that's something as simple as coming to the ground. So from downward facing dog, often classically it's taught to come down all the way through chaturanga, so elbows bent and come down flat to the ground. That's really hard work. It's really hard to keep the body in control all the way down and not collapse. And it's really hard for the shoulders, which already have a lot of tension. So what I teach and what I enjoy doing for my own body is, it just feels nicer, is to come back into child's pose but keep the toes tucked. So as let's say you've been in downward dog, and you're going to come down for your cobra or your upward dog. So go to downward dog, come forward into plank, inhale. Go back, keep the toes tucked and push back into child like you're coiling a spring. So you're not going back for a rest, you're actually pulling yourself back like you're coiling a spring. Feel the arms nice and long. And then from here, you stay quite low, keep the elbows in. And what you can do is you can come down low and scoop the chest through and come onto the hips, come up from cobra there. Or if that's quite demanding on the shoulders, then you come to child's pose, you come up a bit and then lower the thighs down, the hips down, and roll down from there. And that's really nice too. And still a good workout for the shoulders. Elbows come in, cobra, and then go back to dog. So as long as your elbows stay in by your side, whichever way you come down, if the elbows are in by the sides, it'll really strengthen, open up, tone the shoulders, and it prevents any shoulder injury as well. It really looks after the shoulders. So try that again. Curl back into your puppy dog pose, it's called. This time come up and then put the chest on the ground, elbows go in, bum up, chest and chin down, and then push the hips through. Keep the elbows in, draw the heart up through cobra, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And again, inhale to plank pose. You could lower the knees and roll down straight from there. Elbows stay in. And all these different ways, rolling up through cobra, feel really nice for the body, feel really refreshing and opening and enjoyable, which is really what we want our practice to feel like, rather than pressure and stress. So another thing you can do is from dog, you can miss out elbows bending, which is hard for the shoulders, and you can just go straight to up dog. This, I quite enjoy doing this when you just want to invigorate the body a bit, and do a few up dogs, down dogs, and feel the energy moving from the front to the back of the body. So you're stretching the back of the body
And then the front of the body, keep the knees off the ground, keep the arms straight, exhaling, inhaling forward, and then bring the knees down, and then go back to your puppy dog, tuck toes, curl back, exhale, and then go forward, like you've released the spring forward, elbows in, chest down, scoop up through cobra, back into dog, and you can feel your energy building. Do that again, inhale through to plank, and then up dog, and then down dog, and then up dog again. Come forward, inhale, knees down, go back, exhale. And you're still keeping the pace nice and steady, not rushing. Scoop the chest through, coming up into your cobra. Downward facing dog, exhale, walking into the legs. And then when you step through, what can feel nice as well is to reach up and then step the foot outside the hand. That's easier. Lower the back knee. And then it's nice just to make some shapes here. So just before you finish your sun salute, you can make some shapes to release the shoulders. And again, move slowly like you're underwater. Circle the arm. Bring your hand inside your foot. Lift the foot and step back. Exhale. Keep the movement smooth. Lift the left leg nice and high. Reach up. Step the left foot through. Exhale. Back knee down. Make a circle. So having that freedom to make it your own, to flow the way you want to on your breath. Inhale, open up. Bring your hand inside your foot. And then step back to downward dog. Exhale. You can hop up to your hands, but what's really nice as well is sometimes just walking up, keeping it gentle. Walk your feet up, dangle over your legs, halfway lift. Inhale, hugging your body down to your legs, and then up to standing. Inhale, reach up tall. And exhale back to your heart. So let's just do one sun salute like that together, moving on the breath. Again, stepping back really slowly, silently, keeping that sort of sense of steadiness and this quietening of the mind. So inhaling, raising the arms. Diving down really gently, really slowly. Bend the knees so there's real ease in the lower back. Taking chair pose, bend the knees. And chair pose can even feel nice and not too hard if you don't overdo it. Reach up, then dive down. So it's a really enjoyable process and feeling in the body. Halfway lift. Inhale. Step back to downward dog. Right foot first. Actually, let's just take the lunge. Just step the right foot back and lower the knee down. Raise the arms. Inhale. Really slowly sweep the arms wide and come down. Exhale. And step back to dog. Inhale. Come forward slowly into your plank pose. Lower the knees, go back to puppy dog pose, curl back, exhale. Inhale, come up. Scoop the chest between the hands, lower the hips, inhale through cobra. Tuck the toes, downward dog, exhale. Walking the legs, so giving the legs a little stretch. Bend the knees, inhale, step the feet up to the hands, folding over, exhale. Come up to standing, inhale, roll the body, keep it gentle, reach up tall. Exhale, hands down. So let's do that one more time, stepping back through a lunge, and see if you can go even slower this time. Raising the arms really slowly. Diving down over the legs, bend the knees, folding really nice and slowly. Looking to change the quality of your mind through your movements. Inhale. Chest forward, left foot stepping back, really nice and slowly. Step back, silently, bringing the knee down, raising the arms, release the back toes, sweeping up, opening up. And as you bring your hands down, exhaling into your dog, so the foot goes back at the end of the exhale, come forward into plank. Stay there just briefly, and then knees go down, and like a flowing wave you go back. Fingertips looking forward. Inhale, come up. Hands come down, and just lower the hips down this time. Hips first, then belly, chest, shoulders really gentle. Elbows in, heart opens, inhale. Push up onto the knees, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a few breaths here. And then come down on the next breath into child's pose. Relaxing your arms out in front of you, or you can even bring them around behind you, beside you there, and just take a rest, sinking down, closing your eyes, tuning into the quality, not just of your body, but of your mind, having slowed your movements down, how that feels. And you can apply this everywhere, every flow you do, every sun salute. If you just slow it down, and if you just move more smoothly, quietly, you'll feel your mind quietens, your mind slows down. So coming up when you're ready there. And I hope that helps.